Welcome back, everybody, to the BFL Podcast, where I'll be talking about the latest news and football of the BFL. Now, this has been a big week for most teams here in the BFL, especially teams in the AFC. The AFC is a tight playoff race right now. We got a three-way tie for the 1 seed. The top 3 seeds are the Blazers, Empires, and Rebels. Both of these teams look like they're going to go head-to-head for that 1 seed, and they actually do play each other. All 3 of them play each one another in this season, so, that'll be a big playoff tournament. Right now, the Rebels are getting the short end of the stick, which sucks. But they got a chance to, win a couple more games, especially win these big games, divisional games, and especially the conference games if they want to take over their 1 seed. Speaking of the playoff picture, let's go ahead and let's take a look at it just a moment here. So as you take a look here, you can see the 3-way tie here. The Chargers and Stallions both had bye weeks, so they won't be having updated records as most teams do. Wolves had a crucial opportunity here to get that 2 seed over the Empires, but just fell a little short to the Zoodoos win, and they took over the War spot. They beat them week 2. They gave them the tiebreaker. And the Knights, a lot of teams threw away. They get the 7th seed after the Bullseyes lost to the Wars, and it begs the question, Bullseyes, the 7th seed is up for grabs. 7th seed take on the Coyotes, who got their quarterback back. Jalen Thompson is headed back to the Coyotes after a 2-week hiatus with the Vipers, but he's coming back. Pirates lost back-to-back good crucial games. Lions won back-to-back big games. Wars are trailing along, and the Red Wings getting the 1 seed. And a crazy fact here, if the 1 seed in the NFC was in the AFC, they would have the 7th seed, which is a crazy fact to think about. This night here. And with me looking at this playoff picture, it wants to make me look at the playoff picture before we ended it just short last year. The Knights was the 1 seed, and as you can see, Pirates kept in the playoffs. Red Wings are the 1 seed, was the 5th seed. Coyotes are the 2 seed, or the 6th seed. 7th seed was the 2 seed. The Empires were out the playoff picture there. You see the Wolves were out the playoff picture. Blazers was the 13th seed. So much has changed from March 2025 to January 2026. This just shows how fast the BFL can change, and you cannot trust one season of performance based off a team and expect them to play like that next year. The biggest one, the wild cards, who was the Rebels, were one of the worst teams last year. Now here they are with a better quarterback. They lost 2 of their defensive studs, but their defense somehow is good. Now let's go to the defensive rankings as I mentioned up defense. As you can see here, this defensive rankings. And one I want to point out, the Empire is at number 9. You probably said, well, I put them at number 9. I didn't put them at number 9. All this defensive rankings is based off points per game. I looked at every team game, look at how many points the other team scored on them, and I divided that by how many games they played. And this is what you get here, which is a shocker. Red Wings, Blazers, Pirates, Lions, and the Rebels have one of the best defenses here, top 5 defenses. The Wolves, Vipers, and Chargers string along, but the Empires are in that back half of that group. If you look on paper, they got a good defense. They got to Cam Newton so many times. Quarterback who throw against them are not successful. No quarterback had a pass rating over 100. But the reason they rank so low is because teams have good field position. The special teams and the turnovers by the Empires have not always been the greatest to help this defense. If they can just slow down on the turnovers and special teams can be a little bit more better, I feel like the Empires can have a top 5 defense easily. Brian Brains, who's been one of the best players this year, if not probably the best. He has 11.5 sacks through 5 games. All right, 5 games. There's 15 games that a BFL team will play in a season. So you could take that 11.5 and you times it by 3, you get 35.5 sacks, which is phenomenal. They're just phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal work here. He's just out to a hot start. He had 5 sacks last week, 2 this week. He just got the momentum going, taking advantage of the offensive line. He's been a crucial factor on why the Wolves have a top 4 defense in the BFL. Top 6 defense in the BFL. And if they can just work on their secondary issues, bro, I feel like he can easily get over 20 sacks. He's on pace to break it by a mile. Another guy I want to look at, Christopher Brooks. I mean, even though the Blazers fell just short to the Lions this weekend, lost their undefeated streak, 14 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and a passer rating of 137.5. He's the second leading passer. I think he has the most touchdowns in the BFL. He has 0 turnovers, 0, no fumbles, no interceptions, none of that. And he has the best completion percentage in the BFL, best passer rating by his position. He, besides Brian Brains, who's leading every category for his position, Christopher Brooks is leading almost every category at his position, which is just a phenomenal start too for him. If he can keep this up, I really do believe he can be an MVP candidate, if not the MVP. I mean, he could probably lead this team to a BFL Bowl. I mean, if their defense can just get some more stops. I mean, the Blazers defense already generational pressure, and we've been talking about MVP a lot here, so let's go ahead and look at the MVP race. All right, here in the MVP odds, we have some new faces here. We got Jamie Newman and Battle is joining us in this MVP race, as Brains and Christopher Brooks look like they're gonna take over by storm. Newman, he can probably, if Brooks and Brains slow down their production and he can just pick it up a little bit or continue playing how he's been playing the last 2 weeks, he can easily be in that little convo between both of them. Alexander Washington, who's been having him a solid season, leading this team to the 4-1 record, 3 seed. He can probably win it if he plays a little bit more better. Obviously, Battle got cut down on the turnovers. He could probably be in it, but this is my top 5. If you're a Wolves fan, we got some exciting news as Ian Holiday has returned back to practice, who is one of the best quarterbacks in the BFL in recent memory. He has returned back in practice. He's looking solid, looking accurate as usual. Just something I want to briefly talk about. Before we conclude here tonight, I know Ravens and Steelers in the NFL, they got a crucial game tonight. Winner take the division playoff spot. But before you guys go on and watch that game, we want to talk about the NCAA BFL here. It's gonna start soon. Don't have a select date, but it's just going to start soon, so stay in tune. There's going to be 16 teams, just like the BFL, competing for a 7-man playoff spot. And we're just super excited to introduce a new branch of the BFL. Want to expand it, and NCAA is the best choice so far. If you got any ideas on any expansion ideas, please let us know. And we're going to let you guys go. You have a fantastic Sunday.